A few decades ago, this happened. There was at that moment no school in Lampedusa as we saw now. It was a kind of lottery as a weapon against misery. The father said to his children, "I can only send one of you on a boat to a better life. Only one of you can study." So the poor fisherman wrote the names of his children on a little paper, and all of them are waiting because one of them, but only one of them, could have a better future. And the father read the name, and he said, Pietro. Pietro. Pietro Bartolo had always walked bare feet. But from that moment on, from the moment that his father sent him on a boat to Sicily, to a better future, to study, to a school, everything changed. For the first time, he felt some leather near his feet, and he walked into another life. He was a very, very, very good student. He fell in love in Sicily, and he became a doctor. And now, Dr. Pietro Bartolo is a medical miracle. Not that he had a disease that most people don't survive. No, he is, and I think together with all the people of Lampedusa, a medicine, the best medicine for a deadly catastrophe. A catastrophe that's threatening us everywhere. A catastrophe that's called cynicism, hopelessness, and despair. Dr. Bartolo, I met you for the first time, I think, 14 years ago. And dear people, the first thing I saw was his big hands. I saw these big hands that were made for delivering babies and giving new life to this world. And at that moment, when I saw Dr. Bartolo there on this beautiful island full of generous people of Lampedusa, he was shaking his hands to heaven because he was on what I call the fatal coastline of Europe. The fatal coastline of Europe that's called Lampedusa. For more than 25 years, Pietro Bartolo has been ready waiting at the quay of Lampedusa when the refugees arrive. He has seen all of the 300,000 refugees, dead and alive. He felt their pulse. He looked for diseases. He saved them. He put them in body bags. He collected DNA material. He helped their children getting born, talked to them, comforted them. Last year, Dr. Pietro Bartolo said, "A man never gets used to misery. I see them, all those people, when I sleep and when I am awake. The dark, frightened eyes in the night of men, of women, of children sent by destiny, fighting against destiny. The humankind blown away by the winds. And what do they say on the continent? Let them be blown away. Send them back. Keep the gates shut." And Dr. Bartolo said, "We have to continue to welcome refugees. We have to continue to welcome people who are looking for a better life, for a better future. In the same time, we have to stop migration." He is not naive, but he said, we have to stop building walls, because the higher the wall, the higher people will climb, and the deeper they will fall. Dr. Bartolo, you touched all those bodies of strangers, and strangers became people. Dr. Bartolo and dear people of Lampedusa, dear generous people, you saw terrible things. But when we look at you, and when we look at you, dear people of Lampedusa, we see also the strength of big hands, the strength of mankind, the strength of open arms. Thank you.